All right, gang, believe it or not, ready or not, it's our final week of our course, Technical and Professional Writing 2210. So what do we have? Well, it's the final portfolio. Ideally, I'd wanted to do one more quiz based on our progress report unit, but we won't be able to do that. We just don't have the time, and I don't want you all to be scrambling doing too much during these last few days. So the final project portfolio. Well, what does that mean? Well, you can look right now. It's way at the bottom of assignments. That is where you'll click to find the final assignment submission area. And I've given you some instructions. Now, generally speaking, all it is, it's all of your documents you've done so far. So the four major assignments you've done. Letter of inquiry, the proposal, the usability test report, and the progress report. Okay, so I'm going to try to turn those progress reports around to you all by the first half of this week, so you all can see, how you did and where you might need to improve. So just, hold off on that in terms of including it in your final portfolio, at least until the second half of the week, when I've been able to give you all any pointers in terms of what you might need to change or reconsider. But I'm really relying on you all to go over with a fine-tooth comb all that you have done. This is a major assignment. It's 20%. I'm going to be going over them with a fine-tooth comb, okay? Make sure that your diction is professional, that you are using academic adult diction, okay? Make sure that your grammar and mechanics, that these things are up to snuff and you don't have any major glaring errors, okay? Remember, you're sort of imagining this as being a real thing where you are submitting this to a real representative, a real contact person of a real company, okay? And as we started off this term talking about, it's rather humiliating and unfortunate on your part should you share correspondence that is just rife with silly errors, okay? Maybe the person with whom you're communicating won't recognize them, but some, if not most, will, especially people in an upper echelon of the hierarchy of the company, okay? So make sure all the details are ironed out. It needs to be in a single document, so letter of inquiry, the first page. Next page, proposal, etc., etc. So a single file submission with all of your documents, okay? You'll look on the instructions there. Your submissions documents need to be in a single format. So I am going to state and mandate 12 point Times New Roman, single spaced, okay? I think you all have done single-spaced documents up to this point anyway. Usually business correspondence, business letters, cover letters, think back to your resume, are done single space, okay? If you've used logos or mastheads, each document needs it, okay? So keep that in mind. If you have graphics like a company logo on document A, make sure that document B, C, and D also contains it. One thing that you will need is an APA title page, okay? If you took 1101, you'll remember what an APA title page entails. And if you don't, I provided a link for you in the instructions area. It's a link to OWL, the OWL resource, Online Writing Lab of Purdue University. And this needs to reflect your all of your members' names and their job titles in this team project. What have they done, okay? You all have put this on various, your documents already. I remember reading so-and-so person, team leader, so-and-so person, finance coordinator, whatever they've been, okay? And everything else that a title page entails, the date, etc. You don't need a header and footer, though, okay? So you don't need an APA header for the entire portfolio document where you have page 1, page 2, etc. So you don't need to worry about that, okay? Remember, on at least one of these documents, the proposal, you've had an APA reference page. So, since this is a collation, a collection of all your work so far, this portfolio submission should have an APA reference page that at least reflects the proposal and or the progress report, okay? Then finally, on a blank separate new page, okay, this is going to be after the final page of your documents, but before your reference page, okay? The reference page should be the very last thing, okay? Include a 2-paragraph summary of your team's challenges and successes throughout this team semester project, okay? So your self-explanatory, I guess, challenges and successes. Now, I'm not expecting anybody to point fingers or call out people by name. Hey, I had a tough time working with this person. We're not talking about that. As a group, what did you all have trouble with? How did you sort of resolve that trouble and ultimately become successful in completing your project, each stage, each document of the project, okay? So a thoughtful, reflective, 2-paragraph summary outlining your challenges and successes. Now you might ask, well, what's a paragraph? How long is a paragraph? Generally speaking, a paragraph somewhere between 5 to 10 sentences, roughly. Of course, depending on how long the sentences are, that might come into account. But 2 paragraphs should take up, I'd say, probably at least a half of a page, okay? Now with this, I would ask that you double space the paragraphs, okay? So that's the only difference. All the documents from letter of inquiry on, single space, but this little reflective exercise, your 2 paragraphs, please double space it, okay? So when is this due? It's due on the 9th, okay? Sunday. Your grades for the semester for this summer term are going to be due, I believe it's Tuesday the 11th, okay? So it's critical that I get these in by, I'm giving you really as late as I possibly can, the 9th, Sunday. Now, the 7th, Friday, I have a discussion forum, as we've done so far with all of our major assignment submissions. However, you do not need to participate in it, okay? It is not going to be graded. I just have a discussion forum there for you all, and you'll find it in your class homework section and assignments at the bottom. It's called the Ungraded Final Portfolio Group Discussion. It's just a space for you all to talk to each other. I'm pretty well aware by now that you all are able and do communicate with each other about our class and our assignments outside of these discussion forums, okay? And if you can, and you could delegate tasks to everybody, hey, person A, you're going to be in charge of, proofreading everything. Person B, you're going to be in charge of implementing the changes that we want to make to document X, okay? So that's fine. When you delegate the tasks there. But you can do that in the forum, but you don't have to. The forum is just there as a tool, okay? I'm not reading the forum in terms of, you've made your contribution, you've submitted at least one reply to one other student, nothing like that. If you all don't have means of communicating with each other outside of class to delegate tasks and kind of come together and huddle up and see how are we going to do this, then this forum is there for you to do that, okay? It's going to be open first thing Monday morning. It's going to close a minute before midnight, Friday the 7th. Not graded though, okay? But there if you want to use it, okay? So, yeah, that is the name of the game, folks. Final portfolio, 20% of your final grade. Where are grades right now? Before having graded, I haven't graded it yet. I haven't graded your discussion forum from the previous week. And I haven't graded, of course, this is Sunday. I will get to it as soon as I can this week. Your progress report. So this isn't counting that. But the class average, so I have all of your cumulative grades up to now, up to what I had just described before the last forum and before the progress report. We are at an 88.1%, a high B, which is pretty darn good, okay? But, don't think I'm, you might say, hey, make sure we have all the documents, it's in order, blah, blah, blah. He's probably just going to look and say, hey, letter of inquiry, boom, it's there. Progress report at the end, boom, it's there. Usability test, and then the proposal before that. He's seen that we've submitted it all and put it all together in one document. We get an A, okay? Well, no, that's the first thing I'm going to look at, that it's all there and it's all done, but I am going to be looking, okay, if there are these really silly errors, or if you are using the diction, the word choice of, let's say, you and your friend, at the mall, okay, well, you're going to get dinged, okay? If you don't have a title page, you're going to get dinged, okay? Things like that. So, and this is done together, okay? And like I've been saying all along, if you all are not, and the forum is a voluntary forum and it's not graded, but you still all need to be talking to each other. Keep your line open. Expect a call or a text or something from your teammates, okay? And again, I'm relying on you, a responsible person or persons from your group, to alert me to any derelict behavior, anyone not contributing or out to lunch, or, hey, I can't get in touch with this person, they weren't participating for the final portfolio. Well, that's a problem, okay? I need to know about it, all right? So let me know, okay? You guys have probably heard the news. We are all online this fall semester, in case you didn't know that. And in other news, brace yourselves for the tropical storm. I think it's going to be out of our hair by the first half of Monday, so shouldn't be too bad. But stay safe and happy and healthy out there, everybody. It's been a great time being with you all, so to speak, being with you all this term. Some returning faces, returning folks from 1101. Happy to see you all again. Happy to have all of you and meet some new people, and you all have done a pretty good job this term so far. So let's finish strong. Okay, I think that'll do. I wish you all well, and if you ever need anything from me, letter of recommendation, you need me to go to bat for you in any way, a reference, I'm here for you. Okay, just let me know. All right, guys. See you next time, so to speak, and I wish you all well. Peace. Been a blast. Bye-bye.